Hi, so in this video we're going to be talking about looking for castings on classified sites. There's a bunch of like free classified sites on the internet. Craigslist is the main one, that's the biggest one throughout the world, or at least in North America, both in the US and Canada. And it's they've got branches for every major city you can think of on the planet.
Yeah, then there's a few other sites like Kijiji that's similar to Craigslist if you're like in Canada or something like that. If you're in England, it's called Gumtree. But yeah, there's like a same network and it's very similar to Craigslist. And it's depending where you are, it's a good, they go neck and neck.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of alternatives. There's a bunch of country-specific sites like Kijiji and Gumtree or whatever, and then there's other ones like Craigslist that cover the entire world. Like Backpage is the second biggest one,
Yeah.
and a bunch of those will have job listings, and some of them will usually have a section for film and TV. So that's basically these classifieds are for everything.
Yeah.
They cover the blanket from services to hooking up to selling stuff to whatever to
Yeah.
events, but if you look into job listings, there will usually be a film, TV, or audiovisual or
Yeah,
theater
media
listings.
or yeah, performing or some sort of like more specific. There's actually there's two. There's modeling as well. So some of the sites will just have like one that's more like acting specific, and then you have to check in like one or two. But there's usually a media or a modeling. So between the two, you're pretty much covered. Yeah.
Yeah. So Craigslist specifically has a massive amount of users. They're fairly big, so you can reach a lot of people fairly quickly.
Yeah, it's and occasionally legitimate production companies do post on castings on this site. So like if they can't find someone through the traditional means, they'll post it here. So you just gotta like, even though it's got a lot of these sites, because they're free and because they do multiple functions, they do have like a reputation per se.
Yeah, it's extras casting directors were especially posed here, especially for big productions. Toronto gets some really massive productions, and sometimes they have trouble finding background for all of the big crowd scenes, so they'll be posting aggressively throughout Craigslist. This year there were postings for Pixels. Pixels are shooting here with Adam Sandler, and there were postings for that every single day, looking for actors and extras on Craigslist. And last year was Pacific Rim. There's always one big movie that just takes over Craigslist with extras notices. So if you're looking to make some extra money, you're not getting any work, you might as well go to one of these cattle calls.
Yeah. So and those are the legit ones that are mixed in. But the other things you want to be careful for is that these sites or these services are they're somewhat unregulated, so there's a lot of scams mixed in as well.
Yeah, they're policed by the users essentially. So there's a system where you can report posts for abuse, and they'll check them eventually. But if they get enough flags, they'll immediately get taken down automatically, and then the operators of the site will come in and look at the users who posted them and see if they want to take further action. But so that's a way to get rid of scams. But there's a bunch of people who can still post, right? Because there will be a time delay from when the ad goes live to when enough people flag it so it's off. So you never know, especially if you're continually reloading, looking at newer ads. You got to be careful. It's hard or impossible to check, who's who on this site. So always be on the lookout.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things like recruitments for the adult industry. I mean, there's like ads. They'll even have like these like video poker type of stuff. There's a popular show called Naked News here in Canada. Then that one as well. And so a lot of people who do like not just escort services, but like adult general, like adult video or adult themes. Let's say there's a lot of stuff. So even if it's not a scam, it could be a little bit more on the sketchy side or more on the side of something that could be a little dangerous.
Yeah, Naked News is an adult site, though. It's a news site. It's literally a news site. They've got a network and everything. They just happen to do the news naked in order to get extra viewership.
Yeah, so there's, like I say, so there's a mix of some legitimate stuff and some racier stuff. So between the scams and these type of things, if you can weed through all of these different things and you're in a position to take chances, you always want to do stuff safe, with the same safety things you would with any other kind of meeting. You want to make sure that you take the same precautions with any type of meeting that you would arrange through one of these sites.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just check it out, see if you can find some work on there. Sometimes there might not be that many listings, but But
Be safe.
Be safe.
Be safe. That's a.
Yeah. Be careful and good luck.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.